Hello friends, I am Shushant Raghavan. Welcome to Technical and Quality Session. For understanding the technical requirements and quality standards in clothing industry, making a sustainable garment, I have good practical experience in the apparel manufacturing sector. My skills are CAD pattern making, sample development, technical requirements, and measuring quality performance. Today's session is about value stream mapping, a lean tool for process improvement. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's begin the presentation. Value stream mapping, a lean tool for process improvement. Value stream mapping. Value stream mapping is a technique developed from lean manufacturing that organizations use to create a visual guide of all the components necessary to deliver a product or service, with the goal of analyzing and optimizing the entire process. The process of creating a value stream map takes all the people, process, information and inventory needed and displays them in a flowchart format. By visualizing all elements that go into creating a product or service, organizations can apply lean principles to reduce waste in specific areas of their processes. Value stream mapping. Value stream maps can be created with flowchart software, and many products will have the core symbols necessary embedded within their symbol libraries. The example below shows what a typical value stream map might look like. Businesses, planning, design, development or production, testing or inspection, customers. Why do we use value stream mapping? The purpose of value stream mapping is to maximize value and minimize waste in a number of different ways, including facilitating clear communication and collaboration, encouraging continuous improvement of a process, enabling culture change within an organization, creating visualizations of delays, excess inventory, and production constraints. Sometimes the answers that come from seeing your entire process visualized in a logical way can shine a light on inefficiencies and lead you to make major changes that improve efficiency, or even shift perspectives on how your organization operates. How to create a value stream map. The process of drawing a value stream map can be done using a template, software drawing, or even on a whiteboard or piece of paper. Before creating your map, it will be helpful to think about and outline all the process and stakeholders involved. From there, you can start to visualize how this process and stakeholders relate to each other. There are a range of standardized symbols used for value stream mapping, including those for processes, identifying customers, supplies, and others. Popular flowchart software like eDraw and Lucidchart include them in their symbol libraries. There are several other symbols that can be used to represent different aspects of the process, and becoming familiar with them can help you create value stream maps more efficiently. Value stream mapping process. There are 6 key steps in the value stream mapping process outlined in the diagram below. Process identification, objectives and scope, map the current state, waste identification, map the future state, action plan and implementation. Process identification. This will initially involve identifying the value stream, then deciding whether you want to map material and information flow or just information. You will then need to gain leadership's buy-in. This is arguably one of the most important steps, because if you haven't got leadership buy-in, the VSM will be doomed to fail. Stakeholders will also need to be identified, as they will be affected by this change. You don't want to start a VSM aiming to improve a particular area of the business if the stakeholders of this area are not initially aware, and later find out, as this may result in pushback. Lastly, it is imperative that the purpose of VSM is communicated well across the organization in order to ensure everyone is on the same page. Define objectives and scope. This step is related to quantifying success, which may involve outlining process boundaries, and this will require answering why is this important, why do we need to change, what really is the problem, what does good look like, and what adds value to the customer. For example, you may be wanting to look at the way administration carries out a particular process and establish that the current process creates frustration across the organization and increases lead time. If what you are proposing to change does not add value to the customer, then consider rethinking this change. Map the current state. This step will involve creating semblance of responsibilities. This makes it easier to define accountability. Mapping the current state may first involve sketching the process map, then using sticky notes or A3 sheets to develop on this. This step will also include actually gathering the information, which means speaking with a relevant process expert and gaining an overall understanding of the current situation. Then benchmark your organization's current state, which could be done using cycle time, the value added time a person or team spends on a specific task or process step. Lead time, total time a person takes to complete a task. Right first time percentage, percentage of information based work that is complete and accurate the first time and doesn't require any rework. Waste identification. From mapping the current state, it will be easy to identify the areas that are creating waste from this current process. This step will involve a lot of brainstorming ideas for improvements, from looking at the 8 ways of lean and seeing which ones come into play. From here, the items that don't add value to the process can be separated into whether they can be fully eliminated or just minimized. Map the future state. Once the map has been created to discover where the business is at today, another map can be designed that will visualize an ideal state for the business to be moving forward. This is important as it will create a shared vision and goal for the company and all of the workers in it. By looking at the current state the business is in, anything identified as waste will be removed when designing the map that is looking into the future. When removing this waste, the 8 waste of lean will be taken into consideration in order to establish which is needed and what can be taken away. If you are struggling to identify which steps can be eliminated or minimized, it may be beneficial to ask, where do team members or customers become frustrated? Which of these steps creates a bottleneck for the rest of the process? Which of these steps is the timeliest or has the most amount of delays? Where do costs go up and down? Action plan and implementation. As with any good brainstorming, it is important that some solid ideas come out of this. Without the action plan and implementation, all that has been achieved is some pictures on a wall. This final step of the VSM process requires ideas to be grouped into the following categories: quick gains, investigations required, functional realignment, funding required. The action plan developed from these categories should include a timeline and the stakeholders that lead this task. Once the action plan has been established, the implementation of this plan should begin. Benefits of value stream mapping. Highlights any process that do not add value to the overall product or service, which can then be mitigated. Provides a better visualization of the overall process flow. Forms the basis of an implementation plan. Shows the links between material and information flow. This tool helps manage the change process. Allows the company to see things from a customer perspective, which increases the value to the customer. Value stream mapping is a team process which should include representatives from all areas within the process being mapped. There needs to be a facilitator who has experience in creating value stream maps. This person should be internal or external to the company. Thank you for watching. For more sessions like this, do like and subscribe to my channel. Please comment your valuable thoughts and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified when I post a new presentation. Bye, have a good day.